Hi everyone, and welcome to Nick's Reading Corner. This is an introductory to what this channel will be all about, and what sort of books I read. This is naturally going to be a BookTube channel. So the types of books that I typically read include science fiction and fantasy, with the occasional jaunt to other types of books to include historical fiction and drama type books. John Grisham is a typical example, and I enjoy all books for the most part, but I do enjoy a good science fiction or fantasy book. The types of science fiction books, the types of science fiction and fantasy books that I typically enjoy include, at least on the science fiction side, include. So the types of science fiction and fantasy books that I typically enjoy include, at least on the fantasy side, The Wheel of Time. That one's been out for a while. Brandon Sanderson. He's a good solid. I always enjoy reading books by him. Just to name two. And, as long as the story's good, like I mentioned before, I enjoy it. And for science fiction, I've been on a military type science fiction kick lately, I've noticed. But as far as science fiction books, I've been enjoying The Expanse. Is an excellent example. Asimov is another great example, although I haven't really gotten the chance to read a terrible amount of his work. Let me see, I'm just checking out my bookcase here, or my bookcases, to see what else. Timothy Zahn is another great example of some of the books that I enjoy in the science fiction realm. Let me think here. As far as some other fantasy type books that I've enjoyed lately, the Lies of Lamora series. So that was a good solid series that I enjoyed. So that just kind of give you an idea of what sorts of books that I enjoy. And I'm looking at some other books here that I could possibly mention that I've enjoyed over the past couple of years. I've enjoyed a lot of the Lincoln Lawyer books by Michael Connolly, yes, and Michael Crichton, of course. You can never go with Michael Crichton, with such classics as Jurassic Park, Sphere, Congo, good solid books. And so what I envision for this channel is more of a discussion, where I discuss, maybe once a week I'll put out a video kind of discussing the books that I've read or been reading, and we can have discussions down in the comments section, and we could make recommendations to each other, our thoughts on specific books that we've been reading, and so on and so forth. It's just, I want to be able to have some fun and just talk about books, talk about the one of the main things that I enjoy in life, and that is reading books. And that is just a quick synopsis of what I envision this channel to be. Now, I can see that that could easily change, given more time, and this is my first video, so I can see how that could change. But I just want to sit down and talk about books, have discussions, have some philosophical debates maybe, and just have some fun and enjoy some good book-loving, some other book-loving people. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in a future Oh, and before I forget, my rating system. Once I'm done with my latest book that I'm reading, whichever book that may be, that I'm currently reading, whether it be through audiobook, or physical book or e-reader, my scale, my reading scale, or my rating scale, I should say, is 1 to 5 stars. 1 being absolutely horrible, absolutely wretched trash. 5 being mind-blowing, world-changing book. It made me reconsider my life, and it was world-shattering awesome. I've only given 5 stars to a handful of books, or series, I should say. Primarily series, but several books as well. And I don't think I've ever given a book 1 star. It's been a while, but I don't think I've ever given a book 1 star. Yeah, I've given out some 2 stars because some books were so bad, but yeah. So 1 being absolutely wretched, 5 being mind-blowingly awesome, world-changing. 3 being fair to middling. It's average. It's decent. It's like, hey, check it out. It's definitely worth a read. But yeah, and then you have, yeah. So that's my rating system. Thanks. Have a good one. Hope to see you soon.